Prosthetics Lab at the University of Alberta is showing off its new AI robotic arm.
The Cybathlon showcases the best of the best in assistive technology from around the world.
It's a global competition with a bigger mission. This year, an Alberta-based team was in it for the first time, too. It's called Cybathlon, which is a nonprofit project challenging teams all over the world to develop assistive technologies and then to put them to work.
Cybathlon is more than a competition. Cybathlon is emotion and innovation. It moves people and technology. Numerous teams from all over the world compete against and with each other with one common vision: a world without barriers.
Hi, I'm Michael Rory Dawson, and I'm the lead research engineer at the BLINC Lab. I am the team manager of our BLINCdev Cybathlon team, and I'm excited to tell you a little bit about our prosthesis. BLINCdev is the development branch of our lab. So we like to take all the fun stuff that we develop in the lab, release it open source, and now we want to put it all together and test it out on the Cybathlon competition. At the BLINC Lab, we are very fortunate to have an interdisciplinary team. So we get perspectives from people of all different kinds of backgrounds, including prosthetists, occupational therapists, engineers, computing scientists, and of course, the pilot. And the feedback and us working together is what makes the prosthesis better. How's it feel? Really, the core of our team is our pilot, Chris.
Hi, my name is Chris Nielsen. I am the pilot for the Cybathlon team this year. I heard about Cybathlon from Rory and the BLINC team. I had no idea what it was. They sent me a video. They're like, hey, are you interested? I am not extremely competitive, but I thought it was a very neat concept where you're just doing normal tasks with prosthesis, and I thought it was really fun to kind of show off their work. I've been working with the BLINC Lab for about 10 years, and this prosthesis is really the culmination of all of that.
For the Cybathlon arm competition, we were excited to try using our bento arm platform. So it's been a long time desktop robot, and we've been using it in hospitals for clinical training for a number of years. And we wanted to see if we could make it into a wearable, battery-operated platform.
I'm really looking forward to competing in the Cybathlon. I couldn't imagine doing it with my take-home prosthesis. It's a little heavier, bulkier, it doesn't have the same flexibility and range of motion that this one has.
So yeah, that's reading in about 2.5 kilograms.
Okay.
Like that. So the disadvantage of a really heavy arm is that it kind of pulls on the residual limb in different ways when you're in different positions, and that can make it hard for the muscle sensors to properly interpret what movements you want to move on the prosthesis. So it's less, this whole part is less than the weight of this.
Yes, and as you said, the weight is bulky right here, whereas this is right at the very end, so it's actually working. Yeah, it's a whole lot heavier. I feel a whole lot more free to move around, and sometimes I don't even realize it's there.
I really don't feel it, but
one of the things I really like about this arm is the ability for us to change things on the fly.
We've made the software also super adjustable. Turning on.
There we go.
Latte Panda booting up. Running Windows 10. Each of the different joints can be individually locked. We can change how much they open or how fast they move on a task-by-task basis.
While we're in competition, we'd be able to plug this thing in and make adjustments to increase the range of motion, to change the hands out, the gripping pads.
And that allows us, with Chris, to really optimize things to cut down on the seconds for each task and try to get a better, faster all race time.
Preparing for the Cybathlon hasn't been without its challenges. Early on in the cup task, as an example, the hand would only rotate 180 degrees, and we made it work, But one of the things I suggested was maybe we could try getting the 360. So they did some cutting and modifying so wires weren't getting pinched or cut or anything like that. And yeah, they figured it out. Really nice part is that even as a pilot, I can offer suggestions, and they incorporated it, and it's super fun.
3, 2, 1, go.
I am excited for the Cybathlon. I'm also very nervous. I've got this great team behind me, and they put together this amazing device, and we're gonna put it through the tests, and I'm gonna do my best, and hopefully we can show the world what BLINC Lab can do.
Just like it takes a whole village to build a hut, it takes a large team to build a prosthesis. And we're really excited about the bento arm prosthesis. And now let's put it to the test and see how we do.
BLINCdev!
So we arrive in Vancouver on the Thursday. It's all set up, the gym's there. First time we're seeing all the tasks going, and we're all exploring and trying it out. The excitement in the air was palpable. There's a bunch of tasks that we have to tackle. There's 10 total at the Cybathlon competition. The most notoriously difficult one is the hot wire task. Imagine you've got this ring that you need to navigate very precisely around this wire. And if you happen to just move a little bit and catch the ring against the wire, it buzzes, the light goes off, and you fail the task. You can be like a minute and a half into the task right at the end of it and just clip the end, you fail the whole task, no points. So we're there, we're practicing, doing our best, but we're still hitting it a lot. We're not getting through it. We just needed more practice. We borrow the setup, we take it to our hotel lobby, and we set it up there, and we just continue practicing into the evening. We make adjustments, we make it easier for the hand to hold it, we make it so that the movement is more smooth, and just give Chris more and more chance to practice, improve at it, so that we're ready for the competition the next day.
We get ourselves ready then for the next session here, and again we do see 3 teams here represented.
Joining us all the way from Vancouver and the hub in Canada, we welcome team BLINCdev and pilot Chris Nielsen.
So Friday, it's game day. Everything has come to this. We line up at the starting line, they're counting down the clock, it hits 0, this is the moment.
We're underway with Chris Nielsen now in Canada.
Chris runs out there. He nails the first 2 tasks, no problems. Then it's hot wire.
So he moves on, and we are going to attempt the hot wire here.
Yes.
Yep. He loads up the ring, starts going, and we're getting just a little bit of wobble here.
And he's got it.
Oh, it's just
not turning.
juddering a little.
Yeah.
There's some differences. We trained it indoors, just off the gym. Now we're outside, it's colder. So one of the things we had to do is we had to add data into the machine learning controller to make sure it could accommodate this. But it's still, it's difficult. It's wobbling a little bit.
If the signals get messed up, he might end up turning it counterclockwise instead of clockwise. But so far he's got it.
And it's so much concentration. He's having to keep every small movement, not only of the prosthesis, but his body, everything in line with this wire to make sure that it works properly. He's about most of the way through at this point. It's just the home stretch. This is the most important time. And the rest of us are just sweating. He is not nervous at all. He's just his regular calm self. We're so nervous to the point that he can hear us being nervous and comments on it while he's completing the task.
Let's go.
Look at the focus. Again, you know, I don't think any of our pilots are actually blinking when they're doing this task.
No, or breathing.
I can hear you guys.
Well done, Chris. Good job, good job.
He gets all the way to the end, and we've passed it. 10 points on the scoreboard.
And he is attempting,
He's going straight for that marble.
So after the hot wire, there's just a few more tasks. Chris is cool as a cucumber. He's grabbing those small objects, operating the prosthesis so smoothly. It's all dialed in. There's about 10 seconds left. The commentators are sweating. But he doesn't speed up. He just moves, he puts them into place, he crosses that finish line.
Let's go, Chris. Come on.
Gripping motion.
You've got it. A little bit of wrist.
Oh, it's so close in terms of time here.
Oh, he's good.
It's done.
Plenty of time.
Green flag, 40 points on the board. Well done to Chris Nielsen and Team BLINCdev there from Canada.
Overall, we were very happy with our results. We placed 8th overall out of 16 teams. All across the world, these teams were coming. And it was companies, universities, hobby groups or student groups, organizations. As much as we enjoyed the competition, the lessons learned from the Cybathlon are so important also to our research efforts. For us to finish 8th on our first time out was fantastic. Chris performed excellently, our team worked really well together, and we're so excited to tackle the next competition coming up in 2026.